During my adventure playing all the Naruto games that exist, I've learned there are a lot of Naruto games made for different consoles. What shocked me the most was that there are Naruto games made exclusively for the Xbox 360, and today we'll take a look at Ubisoft's, yes, you heard me right, Ubisoft's Naruto Rise of a Ninja, which came out on October 30th, 2007. This game has a mix of 3D beat 'em up, platforming and an open world exploration. Like damn, that's a lot of categories for one game, so I am really eager to see what this game has to offer. There is so much to talk about, so let's start with the story. The story takes place at the start of Naruto and ends with the end of the Chunin exams. The story is presented in three ways. The first one, and a rarity in this game, are animated in-game cutscenes, like for example this awesome looking Kurama. Then we have these in-game dialogue scenes which are voiced basically, and then we have the Naruto anime thrown into the middle of the story. For copyright reasons, this section will be blurred for this video. While playing the game, you will have a mix of these three scenarios. Usually, when in the story a major plot point happens, you will experience it with a mix of in-game cutscenes and some anime scenes in the middle of them. One example could be how in the game you teach Konoha the sexy jutsu, but after that we see the story continue in the anime format. The anime in this game has been cut in some sections to not prolong the story told in them. The biggest issue with the anime and in-game cutscenes is the voice acting. For example, you might have a cutscene where Iruka is talking in the anime.
After you clean this all up, I could take you out for some ramen. The good stuff. What do you think?
And then later you hear this.
Naruto, you failed the last final exam and the one before that.
Hold on a second, that's not Iruka's voice. I was hella confused at first, but it turns out that the majority of the characters like Iruka, the third Hokage...
Full day today, isn't it? Everything in the village seems to be calm, but you should still keep an eye out.
And the worst one being Jiraiya...
Interfered with my research! I'm a novelist. My name is Jiraiya, the Toad Mountain Sage, and I have work to do.
Don't have their original voice actors, but actors who try to mimic their voice. The reason for that is that this game blew the whole game's budget on the anime scenes and the Naruto original OST. Yes, I am not kidding. While you are free roaming through the village or doing missions, you can hear the PTS Naruto original soundtrack, which is just sick. Wait. Did you just say free roam in Konoha and do missions? Yes sir, in between the main missions you'll be able to free roam in the Konoha village, which is way bigger and better than Stone 1's Konoha village. The village is packed with villagers doing activities like fishing, cleaning the streets, talking, reading books or just relaxing. This makes the village feel more alive and operating. The villagers of this game also interact with Naruto, but that depends on the smiley face above them. One of this game's biggest mechanics is the village likeness system, which is inspired by the story of Naruto being disliked in the village, in which, while you complete the main missions, side missions or specific requests for the villagers, you can gain their liking. Villagers with this yellow smiley face will wave at Naruto and greet him as he passes.
Hello, Naruto.
Good morning, Naruto.
But if the villager has this purple dislike face, it means that they dislike Naruto and will sometimes tell him to buzz off or leave them alone basically. But can I talk? Hello?
When I become Hokage, everyone will respect me.
Leave me
become
alone.
the greatest ninja in the village, everyone will have to respect me.
Leave me alone.
I'll become the best ninja in the village. Everyone will respect me then.
Just leave me alone.
What the fuck, that's so mean. Well, in the Konoha village, Naruto is able to do side missions or main missions, which are represented with these scrolls. One is a blue scroll and the other one is an orange scroll. The orange scroll acts as a side mission in which you will either find a missing item, collect X amount of something, do a race, or defeat someone in combat. About that a bit later. Once you complete this orange mission, you are rewarded with experience points, money, and a boost to your health. The same idea applies to the blue scrolls, but this time these are the main story missions, which at the end will boost your chakra level. Near the end of the game, your HP/chakra will look something like this. While I'm talking about health and chakra, you might have noticed these blue circles below Naruto. These are the so-called memory clips. Basically, when in the story something happens that gives Naruto a core memory, like for example when Haku tells Naruto that people who have someone precious they want to protect, they essentially become stronger, this specific moment is set as a memory clip, a memory that Naruto holds deep inside of him. This memory can be used in battle once you are defeated. Once you are defeated, you select the wanted memory and spam the A button. Each memory has a different duration of how long you can spam the A button to restore your health and chakra. In the Konoha village, by the Hokage's office, you are able to replenish these memory clips by spending some dala. There are also some shops in the game like Ichiraku Ramen Shop, in which you can deliver ramen and earn money, or buy the ramen to use in the free world to replenish your health. We as well have the ninja tool shop that allows you to upgrade your shurikens, scroll lady which boosts your stats, and the general store in which you can buy some interesting items like concept art of each character's jutsu animations, all of the rage animations, and the biggest of them all being concept arts. The concept arts are just peak, like holy shit, look at this Kurama, I mean this looks so scary. Parallel to that, you can also train with Iruka and Kakashi to earn new combo strings or level up your jutsus. The biggest draw to this game is the jutsu mechanic. In the game, it doesn't matter if it is in the middle of the battle or in the free world, you can execute jutsus by doing them manually. For that, you have to use your thumbsticks and move them in specific directions to execute the jutsu. In the open world, you can use jutsus like chakra control to run up trees or water, shadow clone jutsu to destroy obstacles, and sexy jutsu to make some villagers like you more, like what the fuck. Some of these jutsus have some funny fail animations as well, which reference moments from the anime. The developers made the jutsu hand signs as detailed as possible, like each input of the thumbsticks represents a different hand sign, which Naruto actually does. This level of detail is just insane. Well, in the open world, Naruto is able to collect these bronze and gold coins that can be used to purchase bigger upgrades. Usually, these coins are somewhat hidden and you have to do some platforming, and oh boy, is the platforming shit in this game. Since this is a mid-2000s game, the developers really love their platforming so much that each section, which is not a Konoha village basically, requires you to use platforming. You will jump on ledges, trees, dodge obstacles that can hurt you, and even traps. So I guess
A few moments later.
Okay, paper bombs. Okay. This time it's going to be different. I actually tried. The platforming is not that great. Naruto jumps sometimes feel heavy, and I had this issue of him sometimes after a jump just moving forwards on his own, but I assume that's like a controller issue, to be honest. Regarding the progression, in the story mode you will travel to other maps like the Chunin exams or the Land of Waves. To get there you will have to do this tree jumping minigame, in which you have to select a specific lane, and as soon as you land on this yellow thingy you have to press the jump button. If you don't do that, you won't jump. If you do these jumps in succession without hitting a tree or not taking any damage from explosive kunais, you will advance to the upper part of the forest where everything is 2 times faster. If you fail that, you will fall back to the middle section, but if you fail the middle section, you will fall down to the ground. Once fallen, there is a chance that a bandit will be waiting for you, or that you will just jump back. I really like Naruto's facial expressions when he's like falling down. Forgot to mention that the story of this game isn't straightforward. Besides side missions, the main missions have also some padded missions, which are main missions but are actually filler missions. Like damn, even here we have filler missions. Okay, these are the most interesting parts about the gameplay mechanics. Let's jump to the battle section. The battles happen in the circle-shaped stages. In the story mode, the stages represent your current location. You are doing a mission and a bandit shows up in the forest? Yep, you're fighting his ass there. You're doing the Chunin exams against Kiba? Well, you have a stage for that as well, with characters standing around. The combat in this game I would classify as Class of Ninja's lost cousin, because the movement and combat follow the same pattern, but with some differences. You have your block button, which when spammed can result in a substitution. You have your vertical attacks and your horizontal attacks, which can be mixed together to do some big damage. Throw kunais, and as well you have a grab. The grabs in this game look really good and high quality for whatever reason. Oh, and yeah, you are also able to sidestep. In the battle, you're also able to execute jutsus. Each character in this game has their own jutsu and the inputs on how to execute them. For example, Naruto is able to do sexy jutsu that confuses the enemy, chakra concentration that replenishes chakra faster, and a shadow clone jutsu which works as his ultimate. When this ultimate is executed, you have to do a minigame in which you select inputs and you need to press them in a specific time in the animation. The QT events for this jutsu are hard, like really hard. You have a less of a second time to react to the inputs, or else the CPU will block the attacks and you will have wasted your jutsu. Oh, you have to like time it. Fuck. Each character's jutsus are different. Zabuza, for example, summons 2 water dragons, and you, as Zabuza, have to aim down on the opponent long enough to lock on, while the opponent has to dodge and weave in order not to get locked on. Or something like Akashi's, where you have to spam a certain button to overpower the enemy. The idea is really interesting, and the visuals on these jutsus are just way ahead of their time. Right here. Oh! Oh my god! After you have received a ton of damage, you're able to turn into the so-called Rage mode, which adds as a boost to your damage. In this mode, you are invincible but at the same time dealing more damage than usual. The animations for some of these characters in Rage mode look so good. I really like Naruto's, Kakashi's, and Orochimaru's Rage mode. It's pretty easy to counter this actually. All you have to do is just block, and that's it, since there is no guard break in this game. One thing that is insane in the battles are the CPU, especially in the story mode. If you're fighting a regular filler bandits or ninjas, they're easy to deal with, but the boss battles like Zabuza, Haku or Orochimaru for example are just insane. The CPU will constantly spam attacks and substitute from almost every attack you throw at them. If you get caught in a combo and are sent flying, you can be 100% sure that the CPU will use the time to execute a jutsu which you cannot block. It's really annoying. The only way to mitigate this is to throw a kunai to stop them from charging the jutsu, but if you're down, it doesn't matter, you can't do anything. The fight against Neji in this game was so tough that I almost broke everything around me by accident. Oh my, I'm done. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. I'm so fucking cooked. There is no chance in hell. Even the minigame. Against the CPU, it's pretty hard to pull off your own jutsus, only because of their aggressive nature, but once you get the hang of the combat, the fights look fun and interesting. Regarding the roster is semi-small, having around 11 characters, where all the characters are characters that play some kind of a role in the main story of the game basically. This is an awesome Naruto video game. I love the attention to details in the jutsu system and its hand signs, the explorable villages, the village likeness system and the great animations on some specific story sections and the ultimate jutsus. It's just superb. What I don't like are the unforgivable boss battle CPUs, the voice actors for some characters being changed and the clunky platforming. The battle mechanics are decent, are enjoyable as a whole. I think that this game was way ahead of its time and in my opinion holds up really well in today's world, and we need more games like this for Naruto. But what about you? Have you played this masterpiece? If so, how was it? Let me know in the comments below. As well, a big shout out to Mati the Legend for being channel member while I'm creating this video. Thank you so much. But yeah guys, that's it from me. I wish you all a nice day/evening. Bye guys. Take care everyone. See ya.